Yo. About to leave my house, go to work early. This shit's weird for me. It's weird because, as you guys probably know, we always late. I don't want to say that I'm like a completely different person than the person that I used to be, but I'm really trying to better myself. And since I see a significant number of people in this country and all over the world really doing the exact opposite, it's motivated me. And not just so I can like point the finger and be like, ha ha ha, see, you suck and I'm awesome. Because that, you know, I can already do that. Get out of the way, little birdie. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly. Oh, hello. Hello, little birdie. I wish I could have filmed him. I don't know if it was a he though. I don't want to offend the little bird. You know, it could have had a vagina, but how would I know? No, I really don't know much about birds. But gotta say, I'm really getting sick of this shit. How about y'all? Really getting sick of this shit. I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? I think you do, but you don't. It's just everything. Everything's just so terrible. And like anytime that you try to escape the terribleness, there's more terrible elsewhere, you know? And it's like, people aren't immune to it, all because they think that their side is the winning side. There's no such thing as a winning side, you dumb fucks. No such thing. Every side fails. Every side loses at some point. That's specifically the problem, is that everybody thinks that they've got it figured out. And if they would just stop for a second and realize that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I mean, it doesn't matter like how much information I have. I still don't have all the information, you know? I still am gonna get my signals crossed about certain things, which is why it's so very important to, you know, be aware of myself and aware of reality. And being aware of reality has just forced me to read the Bible. As stupid as you guys might think that is, I'm not going to fucking church. Don't worry. I'm not going to get conditioned. The problem with religion is that it's organized. It wouldn't be a bad thing if people just read the Bible in their own damn time, you know? It's when they go to some congregation that they get all screwed up. Then they get told what it means. Why don't you tell yourself what it means? Same goes for Muslims. Read the Quran in your bedroom, honey. Don't go to mosque. A lot of people... Now, hold up. I'm going to put my seatbelt on. This is a little trick that I do. I put it on halfway to make it seem like I'm wearing it. It's sort of like a purse strap. So then I can just like take it off immediately when I realize that there aren't any cops. But there's usually one sitting around here off this little turnpike area. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to be careful, y'all. It doesn't hurt to be careful. But, yeah, it's like a lot of people that I've supported. I wanted to address something. People probably think that I'm stupid because like I like Donald Trump, or they think I'm stupid because I've listened to Ben Shapiro, or they think I'm stupid because I'm not a socialist, or you know, what have you. first of all, I don't think that you're just like a horrible person all because you're a socialist. I don't think that you're a horrible person because you voted for Bernie or Hillary or whoever the fuck. I really don't even know what to think at this point. Like, I have certain ideas of what I think is right. And sometimes, I mean, I can admit when I'm wrong. And I think that, like, Ben Shapiro's a tool. It's just, he's responsible for sort of, like, changing my mind into conservatism, like making me understand it better. And so for that reason, sort of have this attachment to him, you know? And, so I renamed my elephant. You guys know about my elephant? I call him the Virgin Ben, but I renamed him Abraham after Abraham Lincoln, the greatest president ever. But he likes it more. Honest Abe. No, I do think that Ben Shapiro, like, I think that he's really smart, but his main setback is the fact that he's, you know, like a neocon. And, I mean, all of those motherfuckers on Fox, aside from maybe Tucker Carlson, they all say what they're paid to say. You know, and Ben, you know, he'd lose sponsors, you know, like that precious birch gold and Bold and Branch and all that. See, that's what sucks about sponsors. Like, you can't really say, like, I wonder a lot of the time if he's saying how he really feels, or he just goes along with, like, what he thinks conservatives are supposed to say, you know, because conservatives have this stereotype about them that they're supposed to be warmongers, you know, and we're supposed to support, like, America's invasion into some foreign land, you know, all to be number one. And that's really stupid. I don't even think that true conservatives are into that. True conservatives are more isolationists. We only go to war when it's absolutely fucking necessary, you know? But I think that a lot of them just, like, they get into the whole image of it. I'm not trying to make excuses for Ben. I'm just saying that I'm not surprised that he's the way that he is. A lot of them are total neocons. That doesn't mean that I can't agree with a neocon every once in a while. It's just, yeah, he explained just the nature of conservatism, and he changed my mind on abortion. A cis white man changed my mind on abortion. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I'm still, like, on the fence about it. It's just my feet are dangling on the right instead of the left now. I think I've mentioned this before. But I don't want to pick a side, because if I pick a side, then my jokes aren't going to be as good, because I'm going to be too concerned with seeing it from one particular angle, you know? And that's no fun. I want to be able to talk about anything that I want and not, like, be worried that I'm not representing, like, the conservative mindset in the way that I should. You know what I mean? Like, that's lame. But I think it's really obvious that I'm a libertarian. That was, like, perfect timing. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'm amazing. Cheers to me and Henry David Thoreau. Henry David Thoreau is such a badass. Like, he built a cabin out in the woods. It just said, fuck technology. And this was when, like, you know, telegrams were becoming a thing, and, like, before the radio and all that. It's like, just reading this book about, like, our history and, like, why we are here. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like, Americans are fucking retarded. They just don't learn from their mistakes because they never thought that they made mistakes in the first goddamn place, you know? Like, that's the problem. I feel like there's no self-awareness in this country, and without self-awareness, how the fuck can you have any empathy can't see yourself, how can you see anybody else? The immigration thing's a big deal. They keep freaking out about that damn wall. Not that I blame them. I mean, I do think it's fear-mongering. A part of it's fear-mongering, but another part of it is like, you know, there's an invasion happening, and we spend like $350 billion, like, aiding a bunch of border jumpers. And I love them. I love these border jumpers, you know? I work with them. They're fucking awesome. I wish they'd come over here the right way. It sucks. But I think that something needs to be done, and I don't know why Donald Trump is stalling. I don't know why Donald thinks for a millisecond that he is going to do anything that will make the Democrats happy. The Democrats don't give a fuck about American values. They just don't. I mean, there might be some liberals that well, any liberals that actually give a fuck about American values, they'll get ousted by all the other liberals. But because apparently, like, being an American citizen, like, you can't be proud of that or anything. Like, you know, I don't think that. God damn it! I always miss the pothole at some point. I usually do a pretty good job of, like, avoiding it, but sometimes I forget that it's there. Anyway, what was I saying? Immigration. Well, immigration. You know, Donald Trump could, like, cut his penis off on national television, and the feminists would still be mad. He could open up the borders completely. No borders, no walls, any of that. Nancy Pelosi would still be mad. Just the fact that he exists pisses him off, you know? Like, there's just nothing that he can do right. So that's why I'm saying, do what's best for the American public, Donald. Personally, this is how I would fix it, in case y'all were wondering. I would just deport all the people that don't appreciate living here. And then people that, you know, want to come to this country and work, they wouldn't get all our free shit. They wouldn't get all our free shit until they become American citizens. Like, this is obvious stuff, you guys. Like, I don't understand, like, how people are so dumb and ignorant about these things. Like, how they don't see how people would take advantage of a country that gives free shit to anybody and everybody. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, but I'm willing to, you know, talk about this stuff. Like, I like talking about controversial subjects. It's because I love hearing different points of view. And there's always that opportunity to get it from another angle, you know? And so it bothers me that people just completely shut the conversation down with, like, you're a racist, you know? I'm like, well, that's convenient. You know, if I'm a racist, like, why would we even continue this conversation? Because you don't think that you're going to get anywhere with me because you don't understand, you know, my perspective. But maybe you'd understand it if you didn't call me a racist, just, like, jump to the conclusion that I just don't give a fuck about immigrants. And my mom's an immigrant, okay? And she came here the right way. Mainly because she didn't want to swim across the ocean because she's from Bermuda, you know? See, all these other immigrants, they don't have that opportunity. It's just jump across a wall, like, or crawl under it, or whatever the fuck they do. You know, they don't have the opportunity to do that. Anyway, I do think that, like, some compromise, like, could actually be made if they're willing to sit down and talk about it, which they're not. But American politics is Point the finger at the other guy. That's the way that it will always be until enough Americans wise up and realize that they are being fed a bunch of lies by the mainstream media. And yes, I'm including Fox in this. I do like Tucker, but even he's full of shit sometimes, you know? Like everybody's full of shit. The closer you are to admitting that, you know, the better of a person you'll be. Because then, not only are you accepting the negative parts of yourself, but you're able to grow up. You're able to see it from another perspective. You can't do that if you think you're all high and mighty all because, you know, you like Bernie or you're a socialist or whatever the fuck, you know? But I would say the same thing to a conservative or a Republican or a libertarian. But I've said this before, I don't think that like the libertarian philosophy would work for a lot of people. I mean, it works for me, but that's just because I'm the shit, you know? But I'm the shit because I've been a piece of shit. And I've admitted that, as you know. So, okay, so there's do you guys hear it? You'll see it in a second. There he is. Say hello. Wave to him. Hello. It's like, what's the point of him having his siren on? There's like nobody around him. He just wants to be seen. Maybe he's a feminist, you know. He just wants attention. Can you blame him? Organic grapes, you guys. Totally worth the extra money. Over this idea that this shit isn't genetically modified. It might very well be, but placebo. This stuff is non-GMO as well. It amazes me how many genetically modified organisms there are. Like pretty much everything. I should mention that yesterday on the way to work, I was screaming. I was yelling and crying. And I figured out that I react the exact same if I read about a child molester or if somebody doesn't put their turn signal on in front of me. I get really fucking mad. But yeah, I was really fucking mad yesterday. I think it's because I didn't get enough sleep, and then I went to work and it was just crazy busy. Like figures it was a Saturday, you know. No, I'm not playing the victim. I'm not whining. I'm just telling you guys what's up. Okay. Huge difference. Like I don't want you to feel sorry for me because I had a bad day yesterday. Because today is a better day. Because yesterday was terrible. You know. You got to take the good with the bad, you know, the bad with the good. Because the good wouldn't be so good if the bad wasn't so bad. Oh, God. So I'm sweating quite a bit. Not that that's anything unusual. I think I sweat a lot no matter what. I even sweat when I'm like freezing. It's like I'm on ecstasy all the time. You know, maybe I am. Supposedly, schizophrenics are on their own natural THC. Which makes sense because oftentimes I find myself feeling like I'm high, and I'm not high, but I think that I am. Like, sometimes like I'll look at a light and just suddenly feel like I just smoked a bowl or something. But I was already feeling like that before, so maybe it's just like I have so much THC still in my system. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this. I quit smoking weed. I quit eating weed. It's been like a month. And I don't miss it at all. I'll do another video about that. But yeah, like I'm just tired of it. Tired of getting high. You know, I have a lot of friends of mine that don't smoke weed anymore, and it's like they said it started messing with their anxiety real bad, which I believe. But there's a direct link between schizophrenia and THC, so probably for the reason I just mentioned it. But I think it's interesting, this link between schizophrenia and THC, because like maybe that goes to show that like schizophrenia is actually really cool. At least like I know that it is. Like, I don't complain about my experience. I enjoy my experience. I mean, it's an experience every fucking day. It's like I don't ever have a bad time. I mean, it gets lonely sometimes. And because it gets lonely, like, yeah, that kind of sucks. But it's like I'm my own best friend. So, like, how is that lonely? Like, I feel so tight with myself, you know? Like, I just want you guys to see this. That's the drive-thru. In case you want to know why I don't want to work in the drive-thru. Because the kind of people that'll wait in a line that fucking long are typically assholes. Okay. Well, they're assholes when they get to the window, because they're like, why have I been waiting so long? I'm like, because you're an idiot? It's like, it's not my fault that you're a fucking loser, that, like, can't make your own goddamn dinner, you know? See, that's why I'm not at the drive-thru, because I have this kind of attitude, and then when they get mad at me, I'm just like, go fuck yourself. I mean, I don't say that, but my attitude suggests that that's what I'm thinking. So, let's see here. My friend's telling me that he's trying to stop masturbating. I highly doubt that that will be achieved. What is this, the contest? We're not on Seinfeld. I would never win that, by the way. I mean, like, I masturbated a couple hours ago, so I've already failed that non-existent contest. He wasn't even, like, trying to have a contest with me or anything. He just was telling me. But, anyway, what was I talking about? I don't know. It doesn't matter, Amy. It really doesn't. How they drive through, people are terrible, and well, it's stupid, like, how long people will wait for, like, shitty-ass food, you know? Like, I get waiting at, like, a nice restaurant, but, like, Steak and Shake? People are so determined, you know? Because I guess they figured that, like, they've waited this long, they might as well keep waiting even longer, but I just don't get it, especially, you know, we live in a capitalist country, so there are plenty of other places they could go on this block alone. Like, there's a Sonic, like, directly across the street. It's like, they have the exact same food. But, yeah, we have to wear these chef coats. We don't really have to. Technically, we can wear whatever the fuck we want, as long as the big boss ain't here. But, these are actually way more convenient, because they snap. Do you guys remember Snaps? The product of the 80s? I think. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know everything. But, anyway. We also have to wear these ridiculous hats. Well, we don't have to, but sometimes I choose to. See? Oh my god! It's so silly, isn't it? I'm not gonna wear it. I only wear it when I feel like being silly, and today's not one of those days. But, yeah, so I applied for, I spent like an hour on my resume because I was pissed off at my general manager, and nothing will inspire me to angrily fill out applications more than my general manager pissing me off. And so I have an interview tomorrow with Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, I like chicken a lot because I'm black on the inside, and hold up. It's my alarm. But I just want options, you know? I really like having 2 jobs anyway. But, like, I'm only getting, like, 17 hours over here. Now, part of that is my own fault because I wasn't coming in when I said I would. But, like, now I'm actually coming in and, like, she doesn't want to give me my hours back. She has no problem giving all the Mexicans hours, though. Because that means that she doesn't have to do her job. Because they work during her shift. Like, she gets mad at all these other people during shifts that she doesn't work, and she has no idea, like, how busy this place gets. Like, last night, we did, like, $500 in like, an hour. So, yeah, I get pissed off, and I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna get another job. Just show you that I'm valuable in other places. That's what you gotta do. You know, when you're pissed off, explore your options. Don't play the victim about it. Because you always have options if you live in America. Always. Go inside, please. I'll see y'all later. But I'll shoot a video when I'm going in for that job interview tomorrow. When I quit weed, it really, like, expanded my options because now, like, my sleep schedule isn't what it used to be. My friend gave me this piece of wood, and she said I'm supposed to burn it in order to cancel out the bad omens. She's not a witch. That's what you're thinking. I asked her that. She said no. I don't know why she'd lie. Okay. Goodbye.